Well, hello there, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls. My name is AttenRisk, and I'm here today to give you my first impressions of the Unreal version of Automation. I'm not certain if this video will, of course, cause the game to crash, and I'm certainly not sure about what's going to happen, and this is, of course, my first time playing this version of the game, so, you know what, let's just go in and see what we can do. So the only option available at the moment is Sandbox. Oh boy, it's a different interface. We'll look at Engine Manager, because I'm really only interested in playing with engines at the moment. And New Family. Just give it a few moments to load. Because of the fact that they had some problems with Lua JIT, they could only use one thread for this calculation. So I'm going to cut out the parts where you have to wait, but I must say that, you know, you're going to have to wait a little while, considering that this is, as Kilrob would say, very preliminary, of course. It's not final by any means. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we are finally in. Now, unlike the Key Engine, the Unreal Engine isn't written by an affirmative action hire to some random university, and because of that you can get some much better graphics, and all around I do expect things of Automation to improve quite a lot. I mean, you got blocks, you got everything. It already looks better. I'm just giddy. So I might as well make my little 4-pod engine. We'll upscale that. Might even try out some of the settings. I can't change those, but we'll go 4 valves a cylinder, ALSI for the cylinder head, and we'll go variable valve lift. Now we'll just use billet steel, lightweight forge, since this is a relatively small engine. Bring down the stroke a bit. Now I'll go ahead and set this profile here, all cams. I mean, it's like the original version of Automation, but it's like a lot nicer. I mean, already it looks nicer. I mean, it's a bit tricky to get accustomed to it, but it's looking good. So we'll use injection, direct injection, full per cylinder, racing intake, 100 octane fuel, max that out, set the timings to about 84. Rev limit will be about 12,000 for the moment. And we'll go no bypass valve, high flow freeway. Okay. So it does look like the engine mass is in order, because this engine is producing around... Boy, that's a pretty good, I mean, for a 3 litre by the looks of it, it's putting out about a peak output of around 900 kilowatts of power. I think we can make some tiny adjustments to the turbos here to see if we can bring this up or down. And see if we can't just... Nah, it's not going to let us do that, so... I gotta admit, just as it stands at the moment, it's a little bit tricky to get used to. I mean, of course, the production units, you got all these bars here, but it says here we're around 99 octane. So what I'll do is I'll see if I can't squeeze out some extra power from this engine just by turning down the ignition timing, which you can see around this spot, the octane drops, so we can just turn up the compression ratio a little bit. And you see we max out the octane ratings, but my first impressions thus far is this bar is a little bit but I'm already getting used to it. So we'll just turn this. We'll just change the cam profile a little bit, but 98's the sweet spot. And it seems here we're getting about 956 kilowatts. I'm trying to figure out how big the engine actually is. It doesn't tell you, doesn't it? It's about 4 litres according to this 4000 cc, which is pretty impressive. I mean, you couldn't really do this on the Key Engine version of it, from my understanding. So let's go ahead and see if we can get this exhaust to glow, which is a really cool feature put out by the team just recently. Now, I do apologize to my headphone users. This is going to be quite loud. It's already sounding better. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of this. so I'll just set the red line to 9.5, but I mean, this is pretty damn cool, just as it is. I mean, the CyEngine version, I mean, this absolutely just shits on it. I mean, there's no other way to go about it. It's a bit tricky to get used to, but I mean, this is just brilliant. I mean, it's loving. Oh, it's 3.4 liters, but bollocks. How do you get rid of this stupid prompt? You can go to testing. Yeah, whatever, I don't care. Oh, there we go. So as you can see here, this is the engine. We've got our racing intake here. I don't know how that's meant to work, but it's all, of course, pretty preliminary, as Killrob said. Let's see if we can't strip the engine down a little bit. So we will take out the airbox, since we don't need that. Remove the rocker cover, despite the fact that almost no one uses rockers anymore. You can see that it's just awesome. I mean, it's just like 1,000,000 times better than the CyEngine version. I mean, look at this fucker. Seriously. Let's remove the cylinder head as well, and you can see you've got complete view of anything you want. I mean, you could remove the block as well, and you can see all the internals of this beautiful, beautiful engine. I mean, son of a bitch. This game has got, like, it's just improved dramatically. I mean, the Unreal Engine is excellent. I mean, the CyEngine was written by an affirmative action hire, white ribbon wearing piece of shit, but I mean, this is just excellent. I mean, wow. I mean, no offense to the person who made the CyEngine. I mean, I apologize, that was pretty profane, but this is just like 1,000,000 times better. I mean, Jesus. Look at this. And the graphics, like, in this version of the game, I mean, wow. When you get to, like, I might even just do that now, start it up. And you can't see the flame front just yet, but, I mean, that is just cool. And apparently they're also planning to use different noises and stuff like that, so this is just going to get really awesome really quickly. I mean, I'm pretty sure they've even got, like, the V10s here. Let's see, like, on 60 degree, they've got, like, a V10. And I'll just remove the turbos out of convenience, because I don't want to screw around with those too much. I'll bring down the fuel mixture to something more liberal and something that's not going to kill the Earth. We'll do 700 kilowatts, which I reckon is more than enough for anyone with sense, and it says here we've got about 10 liters, so it's bigger than any V10 you could ever hope to buy. And this is, of course, a new engine included with Unreal 4, and I'll, of course, go to racing tubular and dual exhaust to try to maximize airflow. And as you can see here, we're going to get about 86 octanes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to crank up the compression ratio to see if we can't tease out a bit more power. I mean, even the engine mass, I mean, this entire game has just, like, been completely reborn after this little, you know, job on the part of Killrob and his awesome pair of developers in making this. I mean, Unreal has licensing fees and all that, and I can understand why they didn't use it from the get-go because of the, you know, anxiety that may cause, but boy oh boy is this an improvement. Alright, so we've removed all the, crap that we don't need. We've got a high flow freeway because it doesn't really restrict the exhaust. And let's go ahead and see if we can make this little V10 going. Oh boy, it's awesome. Oh ho ho ho. So it's like here at about 500 RPM, you can barely see the pistons move. Let's see if we can turn up the speed a bit. Well, it doesn't look like we've been able to make the exhaust glow, but what I might go ahead and do is just put the engine back together, proverbially, figuratively speaking, and just have another go at it with a higher red line. See if we can't make these racing tubulars glow red hot. Alright, so by looks of it, we might be able to raise the red line, although that's not going to help because of the fact that we make our power at about 7 grand, so it's like here. I don't think turbos are going to help without adding a lot of complexity to it. So what we might go ahead and do is reduce the diameter of the exhaust, and you can see the power bumps up a little bit. So this should hopefully increase the contact of the exhaust gases with the exhaust itself, giving us additional power and hopefully giving us an incandescent exhaust metal. So we'll remove this little thing here and give it another go. Oh, you're gonna love that. It sounds like it's literally a Lamborghini engine that you've got here. I mean, wow. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna leave this video here. This is just a new version of automation, and I'm gonna be building my big block motor on this game when I get the time, and hopefully I'll be able to break some power records. But I mean, already the game looks better with all the additions made by Killrob, and it's certainly an improvement over Key Engine. I mean, the affirmative action higher. I mean, it's an okay engine for some stuff, but for a game like Automation, I mean, it's works a hell of a lot better. Hopefully I don't get sued for this video, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll be going now, and really, give Automation a go. It's not particularly expensive, and it's only getting better.